One of the most important things that we share on this channel is ascension symptoms, because we can only learn from each other. And we're up here on the top of the mountain to share about these current ascension symptoms that we're feeling and maybe get some insight to the solar flash of 2022. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. So recently I've gone through a massive upgrade, and there are so many changes that are going on inside of me. And I shared about ascension symptoms many times on this channel. I said, you ain't dying, you're experiencing ascension symptoms. But even though, I share about that recently, I felt like I was dying. And I'm very grateful for all that have reached out to me to try to give me some clarity of what's going on. And, a lot of times, myself and others, we share about the solar flash. We share about the rapture. And, with our logical minds, we feel like this is not something that's possible. This can't happen. But, recently there's a change, and I'm feeling like I'm not part of this world. I've always felt that, but I physically feel that right now. I physically feel like I'm not part of this world. And, going through the changes that I'm going through, the pains, and, even having the symptoms of flashes of light in my eyes when I'm trying to go to sleep. And, feeling all this and feeling the ego getting crushed during a time of hitting rock bottom, we're starting to feel so many changes, right? Like I said before, we have to reach rock bottom in order to see what we could never see before. And, I, like you, we hear from other people, and, I'm not one to predict dates, but many people have been sharing that there will be a solar flash around February or March. And never before have I really had this feeling that I want to go home. I want to go home. And if you are feeling this right now, why don't you leave that in the comments? I feel like I just want to go home, because this world is kind of shitty, actually. And, I'm in a dense area, but even if you go somewhere else where it's not so dense, I'm so tired of living in a fake world. So many things that are fake. It's totally fake. And I feel that if I can't live in a world that's truthful and authentic, I don't want to be here anymore. And maybe that's what you're feeling at this time as well. But as I'm experiencing the changes that I'm going through, the beatdown that I'm going through, the upgrades that I'm going through. When we upgrade, we purge a lot of dense energies, and it's very painful. But overall, I am feeling that I want to go home. Even though it's beautiful out here on the new earth. We're all the way up here, light warriors. And, this time, when you get out in nature, it helps. It helps with the ascension symptoms. It helps, but, we're still in this world. And there's something desperately wrong with this world right now. And it needs to be fixed. And it can be fixed, but it continues onward and onward. And, maybe a lot of you are feeling this as well. That what's the point if this is just going to be dragged out for so many more years? You might just want to go home. Now, in the past, there were many stories about ancient civilizations that have disappeared overnight, raptured from the earth. In our logical mind, we feel like this is not possible, but maybe it is. Who's to say? I'm just sharing the energy themes that we have right now. And, we've heard about these stories of civilizations that have just disappeared. There's always cycles of this world. And this cycle, it's going to be like a switch. And during that switch, all of these ancient stories that we heard, they can be a possibility. Not to say that it's definitely going to happen. I'm up here on top of this mountain to share the energies that I'm feeling right now. And I know many of you have heard this before. You heard other people share about, the feeling that you just want to go home. I'm not from here. Right? So, but we see, and whatever it might be, however it might play out, we don't really know the ins and outs of everything, right? We have the amnesia living in a human body, right? We're infinite beings, but we had to play by the rules. We had to come in, we had to go through the amnesia. That's part of the rules of this realm. That's what we need to do. But we need to realize that what we're feeling, it's showing us that something is about to change. Something is about to happen. But you might be feeling it right now, that something is really going to pop off. You might be feeling the anxiety, like you're scared, like the whole world is about to blow up, even though it's irrational, right? Something massive. Oh, you feel trapped. You're feeling it, and you're feeling very uncomfortable, and it just becomes overwhelming. And it doesn't even matter where you are on the earth. You have this feeling that you don't want to be part of this anymore. You don't want to be part of this fake reality anymore. And, there's so much work to be done, but we're at this critical juncture right now. And will there be a solar flash? Will some of us be going home? I don't know the answer to that, but all I know is that I'm having some interesting feelings and experiences right now, and I'll be sharing more and more with you all about it. And I hope that this message helps you. And as we talk about ascension symptoms, and that's why I share ascension symptoms on this channel, we're trained to give up our power to false idols with fake worthless certificates that you could flush down the toilet. But it's actually our brothers and sisters, as we talk with one another, we can gain an understanding of what's really going on. Because anytime that you experience something for the very first time, it's going to be very scary, and it doesn't matter who you are, whoever you might be. If you go about something and it's the very first time that you've ever had this experience, you have nothing to compare it to. Am I dying? Am I not dying? Right? Am I dying? But that's why we stick together, because it affects all of us. And I'm just passing it forward, right? So each and every one of us pass it forward to gain an understanding of what we're feeling. So we might be feeling massive upgrades right now to an energetic body. Some people say that we will still be here, but we'll be more of an energetic body, and we almost might be transparent to some people, right? Already I feel like we're already transparent. Some of us, they can't hear us anymore, light warriors. They can't hear us. They can't see us. Sometimes I feel like they don't see us already, but something is happening, and I feel it within my body itself. Like we're not even here anymore. So that's why we have to continue to share, and we're continuing to share about these ascension symptoms. So leave them in the comments, and we continue to pass it forward so that we could always improve everyone's everyday life. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. And maybe the answers, because this is a grid, is for the light beings to go to the areas where it's the most dense. It's just a thought. Maybe the light beings are supposed to go towards the denser areas. Just something from the universe. So let me know how you're feeling. Are you feeling like you're dying? Are you feeling like you can't go on anymore? Are you having weird experiences, weird lights you're seeing? Oh, I'll share more, light warriors. I'm going to have a lot to share about this experience over the upcoming months. But you know what? Sometimes we go through these experiences and it's going to make us better in the end. So I know the world seems like it's going to collapse right now, but don't worry about what's going on out there. You know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of ascension symptoms and the possibility of a solar flash, March 2022. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. A long time ago, I shared the preparation to accept. And that's what I'm feeling right now. So you might be getting all your dense energies blasted out of you right now. You're getting all the dense energies removed out of you right now. And now your physical body is prepared. The preparation to accept the great solar flash energy. And maybe this solar flash energy will rapture us out of here. Who knows, right? The solar flash, right? Ancient civilizations that have disappeared. There's many ancient stories, but some of these stories, they're not just myths. There's something that was hidden from us for our entire lives. And now we're relearning our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And when we do that, we will take back control of our everyday lives. Keep going, keep sharing. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light. And so it is.